Act of 1968, the Wiretap Act. Yes, guys, Title III, remember I told you guys before, I have a whole video where I break down what Title IIIs are. Title III is listening to phone lines and or listening to active communication, whether oral, whatever it may be. So this means monitoring someone's email, monitoring someone's phone, monitoring someone's text message, monitoring someone's BlackBerry Messenger, whatever it may be, real time. So you're getting all the messages that they're getting real time, okay? The FISA legislation was a result of congressional investigations into federal surveillance activities conducted in the name of national security. Through FISA, Congress sought to provide judicial and congressional oversight of foreign intelligence surveillance activities while maintaining the secrecy necessary to effectively monitor national security threats. FISA was initially enacted in 1978 and sets out procedures for physical and electronic surveillance and collection of foreign intelligence information. Initially, FISA addressed only electronic surveillance, but has significantly amended to address the use of pen registers and trap and trace devices, physical searches, and business records. Okay, what the fuck is a trap and trace? Man, I'm about to give y'all some sauce right now because nobody else can break this down for y'all. A trap and trace, guys, is basically when you can look real time, and I've done this before, also known as a pen register. Again, this is all public information, but a lot of people don't know what this is. Before you do a Title III intercept, okay, and I know this because I've done Title III intercepts. A lot of agents can't tell you guys this, what I'm about to tell you right now. I've done Title III, so I know exactly what is required to do a Title III intercept. You need to do something called a pen register first, okay? A pen register, guys, aka trap and trace, what it does is it collects real-time information of everyone that someone is communicating with given a medium. You guys are probably wondering, what? I'll tell you what that basically means with that. Let's say Dollface is a drug dealer, okay? She's trapping a whole bunch of drugs and makeup, okay? She's hiding it in makeup. I know that she's trafficking drugs, and I want to listen to her phone because I know that she's involved in criminal activity with other people trafficking drugs and makeup, okay? So I go ahead and I apply for something called the trap and trace, and I know her phone number because my informant has given me her phone number, okay? So I take her phone number and I put it into the trap and trace, also known as a pen register, okay? This pen register is going to tell me every number that she's communicating with. Now, I set up surveillance on Dollface as she's selling drugs and makeup, okay? Or drugs disguised as makeup. And I look at the pen register. I notice that when she's doing drug transactions, she calls certain phone numbers in at the times while I'm watching her on surveillance. I know maybe I send an informant in to go buy some drugs from her or to conduct criminal activity, or I have my informant reach out to her. Hey, I want to get some dope. And then after she hangs out with my informant, she goes and calls other people. That right there is a clue. So all those phone numbers after, now I'm interested in figuring out who the fuck those people are. So I go ahead and I subpoena those phones and I figure out who those people are. And then next thing I know, she's talking with, fucking Reyes Quintilla. And then she's speaking with someone else named Jamal Johnson. And then she's speaking with someone else named, give me a white name.
Brad
Cornelius.
There you go.
Okay. And I look and so I subpoena the phone numbers and I figure out these phone numbers belong to these three individuals. I search their names and I find out, oh, these guys are drug traffickers out of fucking Georgia. So now I know, right, through the pen register and my surveillance, that she is communicating with drug traffickers. Okay, and I've identified phone numbers for these people, and then I identify other people in the organization. Now I'm able to write up my Title III affidavit because I know that she's involved in criminal activity talking to known suspected criminals and or drug dealers of other investigations, and I now have more probable cause to write up my affidavit. Now, there's way more to it than that, guys, but that, if I'm going to boil it down in a very simple way, that is how trap and traces work. You need to be able to establish that the person is communicating with people illicitly. Now, okay, what I just told y'all, that's what works for Title IIIs on the light side, okay, with criminal investigations. On the FISA side, aka with intelligence and foreign threats, terrorism, national security, you can also do trap and traces, but they're done a little bit differently, okay? And it's the same exact method. It's the same exact tools. You're using a trap and trace, whether it's for a criminal case that's a drug investigation or a national security case that is, counterintelligence, whatever. It's still the same thing, counterintelligence, whatever. It's still a trap and trace. It's still Title III. Same shit. The difference is when you go through the FISA courts to do it, it's different than when you go through a regular criminal court to do it. And I'll be honest with y'all, you don't need as much probable cause for FISA stuff. Okay, because it's under the guise, it's under it's under the umbrella of national security, and national security obviously is something that's taken extremely seriously. So like the goddamn video.
So question,
because ain't nobody gonna be able to break that down for you guys like that. Go ahead.
do you
What's
need a
up?
warrant for that?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
For a trap and trace?
Yeah.
No, it's just like it's no. You don't need a it's reasonable suspicion. It's a smaller threshold because you can still get that information through phone records.
Okay.
But the only difference between a pen register versus a subpoena is that the pen register gives it to you real time. So if I'm out on surveillance and I'm watching you like doing a drug deal or whatever, I can actively look at the times of when I was doing surveillance, and I can see everyone I can look at all the phone numbers you communicated with, and then all those phone numbers, like those 3 people you communicated with, Jamal and Brad and Kentia. Now I can go ahead and look those 3 up, figure out who they are, and I can pretty much, and I can research their criminal histories. More than likely, I'll find negative information that they're criminals or whatever it may be, and then bam, I've been able to identify other people's in a drug trafficking organization. So that's how you would do it. And that's how you would do it in a drug investigation, which I'll break this stuff down more, guys, when I talk to y'all about when I did my personal drug cases and stuff like that. But whether it's the FISA courts or the regular criminal courts, same exact things. That's what a trap and trace is, guys. Okay. Physical searches and business records. All right. FISA also established the United States Foreign Intelligence Court, a special U.S. federal court that holds non-public sessions to consider issuing warrants under FISA. Proceedings before the FISC are ex parte, meaning the government is the only party present. Okay, that's very important for you guys to know. FISA courts, guys, are different than regular courts. The public is not allowed because it's always national security matters. You're going in there with an AUSA that has a clearance. You obviously are an agent, so you have a clearance. And then the judges there have clearances as well. It's national security matters. It's not regular cases. Okay. So obviously, since this was a counterintelligence case, they were able to get Title III intercepts and trap and traces on this Hansen case through the FISA courts. Okay. So there's the intel route with FISA courts, then there's regular criminal courts, which are done normally, the normal judicial proceedings. But when you're going through the FISA courts, guys, it's a different route, but you're still using the same techniques. You're still using pen register, you're still using Title IIIs, whatever. It's just that the threshold to get the Title III or the pen register approved is less. Let's just keep it 1,000. It's going to be less because it's under national security. Okay. All right. And like the goddamn video, because you guys are not going to get sauce like this anywhere else on fucking YouTube. Nobody else is going to be able to break this down for you guys at this level of detail because nobody used to do this kind of work like I used to do, baby. So, and of course, everything I'm sharing with you guys, it's not classified. It's just that I'm putting it in a nice, concise, easy to understand and easy to digest format for you guys so you guys know how things work. So, okay. So now that we know that this case is a counterintelligence case and it's an intelligence case a lot of the time, I guarantee you there's a lot of stuff in this affidavit that we're not going to be able to, that they probably didn't put in because it was, classified or whatever. They declassified a lot of things after this case was done. But at the time, this obviously, remember, guys, this affidavit was written in 2001. Okay. Summary of the investigation. The results of the investigation today indicate that there's probable cause to believe that beginning in 1985 and continuing to the present, Robert Philip Hansen, hereinafter referred to as Hansen, a United States citizen, has conspired with officers and agents of the Soviet Union Socialist Republic, hereinafter USSR or Soviet Union, with its principal successor state, the Russian Federation, hereinafter Russia, to commit espionage against the United States on behalf of a foreign government, specifically the Soviet Union of Russia, and has in fact engaged in such espionage. The evidence establishes that between 1985 and the present, Hansen, who the KGB SVR, okay, what the hell is the SVR? Because you guys are probably wondering, because I want you guys to understand all this stuff. It is the successor to the KGB, Foreign Intelligence Service of the Russian Federation, or SVR, is Russia's external intelligence agency focusing mainly on civilian affairs. The SVR-RF succeeded the first chief directorate of the KGB in December 1991. The SVR has its headquarters in Yasenovo district of Moscow. Unlike the Russian Federal Security Service, the SVR is tasked with intelligence and espionage activities outside of the Russian Federation. It works together with the Russian Main Intelligence Directorate, GRU, its military affairs espionage counterpart, which reportedly deployed 6 times as many spies in foreign countries as the SVR in 1997. The SVR is also authorized to negotiate anti-terrorist cooperation and intelligence sharing arrangements with foreign intelligence agencies and provides analysis and dissemination of intelligence to the Russian president. aka our boy Vladimir. Which, by the way, just want to let y'all know. So this right here, guys, the SVR, this is the equivalent to the American CIA. Okay, right here. This is the American equivalent. All right, and as you guys know, known informally as the agency and historically as the company, Civilian Foreign Intelligence Service of the federal government of the United States, officially tasked with gathering, processing, and analyzing national security information from around the world, primarily through the use of human intelligence and performing covert actions, aka waterboarding. Oh, sorry, did I just say that? My bad. Let's continue on. Yo, guys, like the goddamn video, man. Edutainment, baby. Ain't nobody breaking this stuff down for y'all, okay? Like the video. How many likes we have, by the way? Let's see. Well, well, you might have to do it on your phone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just pull it up on your phone. We got 967 watching, 780. Guys, get us to 967 likes, man. There's 967 of y'all in here. Just like the video. So A, he compromised numerous human sources of the United States intelligence community. 3 of these sources were compromised by both Hansen and former CIA officer Aldrich Ames, resulting in their arrest, imprisonment, and as to 2 of the individuals' execution. Remember, guys, we talked about Top Hat earlier, right? Who was right here. Oh, hold on. Let me close this. Where's the, I had the YouTube thing right real quick. Give me 1 second, guys. Our boy Top Hat.
Oh, with the video. Gotcha.
Yeah.
In New York that were known as an important, very important military officer who was codenamed Top Hat by the FBI and was an important, very important source for American intelligence for something like 20 years. Well, for that and some other material that he turned over, a list of KGB or GRU personnel in New York that were known to the FBI, he received a total of $30,000.
Bam. Which $30,000 back then, this is what, 1985?
It was saying it was equivalent to
90,000 US?
today, yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Dollface. So yeah, $90,000 equivalent to today, guys. All right. So we know one of the guys was Top Hat that he got killed. All right.